Good morning kids, how are you all? Are you all fine? Doing great? Okay, let's get started today's session. I'm Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and today we are meeting for the last session of chapter number 2. Explanation portion is remaining only for 2 topics. That 2 topics I'm covering right now. So, before I start the explanation, I hope you all are having your textbook. If you don't have, please go and bring your textbook. And in that, open page number 27. Right? Okay. Now kids, in the last session, if you remember, we have completed the movement portion. Right? How the bodies of animal are doing locomotion. Locomotion means movement. Yeah, moving body. Right? We have covered certain animals like kangaroo, reptiles, right? Then aerial animals and some flightless birds. But in that, one topic was remaining. That was aquatic animals. We know what is the meaning of aquatic animals. Aquatic animals means animals which are living in water. Right? So if they are living in water, how they are moving? Because animals have to move for their food. Right? So animals living in water are also moving. Right? So first we will complete that topic. So what is that? Movement in which animal? Yes, aquatic animal. It is what? Animals which are living in water. Right? Okay. So now we know kids that there are so many animals living in water. Fish, crocodile, turtles, crab, octopus, prawns, pila, many. Right? From these animals, some of the animals are such which can survive on land also. If I say crocodile, they can swim in water as well as they can also walk on the land. If I say frog, they are also amphibians. That means they can survive in water as well as they can also live on land. Right? Fish. You must have seen fish. When they are moving, how they are moving. So all that animals we will cover here. Right? So I hope you all are having your textbook now. Let's read in that. Aquatic animals such as fish can swim with the help of a fins. As here in the photo also you can see that the tail fins are moving. If it is moving, that means the fish is going further. If some of the people are having aquarium at their home, if you will see in that aquarium, right, the tail fins is moving like this. Right? See, this is the fish. Okay, here they have a fins. This is considered as what? Fins. The way birds are having wings to fly, same way fish are having fins to swim. This one is considered as a tail fins. It is known as what? It is known as a tail fins. This tail fins is helping the fish to change the direction. That means if the fish is moving straight but suddenly it wants to take a turn, then this tail fins will help. Right? Okay. Clear till here? See, they help the fish in moving forward, turning and keeping an upright position by itself. You can see that there are so many different types of fishes. Some are small, some are medium sized, some are long, some are very large. Right? So all different sizes of the fish is having a different position in a water. Some are swimming on the surface of water, which we can see clearly, like catfish. Some of the fish, like electric ray fish, they are swimming very lower, right? Means in the mid sea, Madhudari, right? So these fins are helping the fish to keep their position properly in the water, so that they don't go too deep or they don't come on the surface, right? So fins are not only helping in the swimming, but it is also helping in keeping the proper position in the water, right? See, the tail fins helps to change the direction, as I have told you, right? If the fish is moving this side, then the tail fins will go in the opposite direction, right? ऐसे जाएगा. Tail fin is working always in the opposite direction, so that the fish can take turn. Fish can change its direction, right? So this is the way how fish is doing a movement, right? Again I am repeating that you can see it in a picture, that fish can move with the help of its fins, and especially the tail fins, which is working in the opposite direction, right? It is helping the fish to change the direction. This was just the example of a fish, but there are many more animals living in the water. What about that? See, few examples are given. First one is ducks. Ducks have webbed feet for swimming in water, right? Now as we are talking about the ducks, let me rub it. Ducks are having what? Ducks will have webbed feet, right? Ducks will have what? Webbed feet. That means these is, just imagine that this is the feet of a duck. Between the fingers there will be a one layer of a thin skin. It will help that duck to swim. So the layer of a skin present in between the fingers, that type of a structure of a body is considered as webbed feet, right? See, ducks have webbed feet for swimming in water, right? Frogs also have webbed hind limbs that help them to swim, right? See, this is a fit. Just imagine कि ये fingers है, इनके बीच में they have this layer. That means all the fingers are attached with each other with this skin layer, right? What is this? This is the skin layer. So this skin layer is arranging all the fingers together like this, and they can swim easily. This type of a webbed feet is helping the ducks and frog to move the water backward, to push the water backward, right? पानी को पीछे धकेलने में help करते हैं. See, water insect use their legs to swim. The way we can see the insect in the atmosphere, in the soil, same way there are certain insect which is also swimming in a water. So how do they swim? They swim with the help of their legs, right? Next, the four limbs of turtles act as a paddle to help them swim by pushing the water back. You have seen the turtle. They are moving like this. Here also you can see in the picture that it is moving like this. It is working like a paddle. The way you are paddling your cycle, एक पैडल ऊपर जाता है तो दूसरा नीचे आता है. Same way, one leg is going forward, so one leg is going backward. That way they are moving. They are pushing the water backward, and themselves they are going forward, right? Okay. Penguins. You all have seen the penguins, not in reality but in some pictures, right? They are very cute birds. See, penguins use their forelimbs as flipper, not slipper, flipper. They have the structure of a leg in such a way so that they can swim in the water easily. Right? Here also you can see in the picture that how they have a leg so that they can swim. Right? So penguins are using flipper. Underline that. Right? Flippers, webbed feet, वो सब आपको underline करना है. Okay. Which help them to swim. That means penguins are having a body structure of a flipper, or you can say like a flipper, through which they can swim easily in the water. Clear? So this was the portion about how aquatic animals are doing movement in the water. They all have a different body design so that they can swim comfortably and easily in the water. Right? So I hope you have understood till here. Moving further to the next topic. Turn the page. What is that next topic? For that I have to again rub the board. That is migration. This was our first topic. The second topic is what? Migration. Have you heard this word any time? Migration. What does it mean? It means transferring yourself from one place to another place. If I say that I am migrating from here to Canada, that means I am leaving this country and I am going to some other country. So that means I have transferred myself from here to some other country. So what is that particular word? It is migration. We know that habitat of every animal is different. Living place, right? You know what is the meaning of habitat. So it is different. Some of the animals cannot survive certain temperature. They are living in a cold temperature. But if in a winter season, if the temperature is going too down, freezing cold, extreme cold, then they will transfer themselves from that cold place to some warmer place. So what is that? It is considered as migration. Right? See in your textbook. Many animals migrate in search of favorable condition. Now what are the favorable condition? That means it can be temperature, right? Or it can be food, or it can be birth. Right? See, they travel thousands of kilometers to escape the cold weather. To escape. Escape means bhagna. Right? So they escape from the area where the temperature is too much cold and they cannot bear that temperature. Right? So they are transferring from that cold place to some hot place. Right? See. Find food and also find a suitable place to give birth to their young ones. Right? So migration can be done for three main factors. Sorry. What is the first factor? The first factor is temperature. What is the first factor? Temperature. Right? From cold area to some hot area. Then the second factor for migration is food. Right? In search of a food. Suppose in a cold temperature they cannot get the proper food which they require. So they will transfer from that place to some other place. So this is also one factor. The third factor is giving birth. Some animals, some birds can give birth in some condition, in some good temperature, in some good environment. So for this three reasons, they are doing migration. For temperature, that is, they will transfer because of cold to hot temperature, in search of a food and giving birth to their young ones. Imna bachcha, right? So these are the three main reasons. See in your textbook. You have to underline this. From here, second line, see. They travel thousands of kilometers to escape the cold weather, find food and also find a suitable place to give birth to their young ones. Right? Till here you have to underline. That means migration के तीन factors. Okay? See. When conditions are again favorable, they go back to their original habitat. That means birds and animals are doing migration, but not for the lifetime. If these condition is fulfilled, if this condition is okay, if the temperature is good for their body, then again they will go back to the original habitat or original living place. Right? When the conditions are good, that means बहुत ज़्यादा cold नहीं है. Right? Now it is suitable for their body. So again they will go back to their original habitat, original living place. Right? See. The large scale movement of animals in search of favorable conditions is called migration. This is the definition of migration. Underline it. That the large scale movement. Large scale means not only one bird, not only one animal or not only one fish is migrating, but the bunch of the animals, the group of animals, they are traveling very long distance. So that is known as what? Large scale. Right? So large scale movement of animal or birds or any aquatic animals in search of the favorable conditions are known as what? Migration. I hope you have underlined it. See the next para. Birds that live in cold region migrate to warmer place in winter. As I have told you, in a winter where they are living, the temperature is getting too cold. Right? So they will transfer to the warmer or hot places. Right? The Siberian crane flies thousands of kilometers to reach India. This Siberian crane you can see in Gujarat also, near the coastline of Porbandar. So many flamingos and Siberian cranes are there in especially winter season. Because जब इंडिया में winter season होता है तब उनकी जो original habitat है वहाँ पे बहुत ही cold temperature होता है. Right? So they cannot bear that cold temperature. So they migrate to India. Right? So I hope you have understood the topic of migration. Now, some animals are given here which is migrating. So for that we have to take a one presentation. Right? But before I start the presentation, I hope you have understood till here. Have you understood? Okay. Now, let's start the presentation. Some migrating animals. Let's see one by one. The first is the Arctic tern. You can see that it is a one type of a bird which is traveling from Arctic region to Antarctic in the winter. Means it is living in Arctic region. But when there is extreme winter, at that time it will travel to the Antarctic region. In Antarctic region there is a summer time, right? It comes back during summer. That means when there is a summer time in Arctic region, again it will go back to that region. So it is migrating in the search of favorable condition, right? Like a temperature. Next one. You can see there is a one fish. The name of that fish is salmon, right? It lives inside the sea. That means it is living in the sea. But they swim long distances to reach rivers to lay eggs. They cannot give eggs in the sea water because it is salty. So they are migrating to the river where there is a fresh water. That means there is no salt, in which they are laying eggs. Then what will happen? They die there and the young ones swim back to the sea. After laying eggs, the fish will die. And when the babies will come out from the egg, that babies will travel again back to the sea. Right? So this is what? It is also migration. Next, a butterfly. A name of this butterfly is monarch butterflies. That means it is the name of a species. Fly from Canada to Mexico during the winter season. Means when there is a winter in Canada country, they will travel to Mexico where there is a summer. Right? In Mexico there is a summer and in Canada there is a winter. So they will travel. Right? So they are showing migration. Next, caribou. It's a species of deer. Right? Caribou lives in the Arctic region, very cold region. It migrates south during the harsh winter season. Means when there is a winter season in Arctic region, they will travel to south. Means south part of the world, which is known as Antarctic. Right? Next, African antelopes migrate in large numbers to escape the drought during the summer season. Now first understand drought. Drought means dukad. Right? When there is a summer season in African countries, that time they did not get any kind of a water. Right? They don't get sufficient water. And because of that, they travel to some other places where they can get the proper sufficient water. Right? So in a summer season they are showing migration. Next, a turtle. Thousands of olive ridley turtles migrate to the coast of Orissa to lay eggs. Right? Olive species of turtles, they migrate to the coast of Orissa, matlab darya kinare, Orissa na. They come to lay their eggs, and when the babies will come out from the eggs, it will go again back to the sea. Right? So these were certain animals which is showing a migration for the favorable condition like temperature, laying eggs and food. Okay? Okay kids, so as you have completed watching this presentation, now there is a time to see one more video which is related to the migration. So let's start that again.
Bird migration. Migration is the periodic movement of animals from one place to another and back to their original homes. Migration is common in birds. Birds migrate mainly to avoid the winter season and in search of food. Many birds, like the European stork, fly long distances to avoid winter and return when the climate becomes warm. The Arctic tern is said to be the champion migrant as it travels twice a year from pole to pole. It covers a distance of 1,76,000 kilometers from its natural home. Like we equip ourselves for a long and adventurous trip, these birds also prepare themselves for their long flight. The Migratory birds prepare themselves by eating large amounts of food and build up fat. The birds which have to fly over large stretches of water increase their weight by 50% before migrating. How do they reach their destination without losing the way? These migratory birds find their way by orienting themselves with the position of the sun and stars. A few birds use landforms such as rivers, valleys, mountain ranges, and coasts. Some fishes, like eel and Indian shad, also migrate like birds. The eels travel from the rivers to the sea to lay eggs. The young ones grow up in the sea and return to the rivers, whereas the Indian shad migrate from the sea to the rivers to lay eggs.
Okay kids, so as you have completed watching that video, I am ending my session over here. But you know only, as and when you get this video and as and when you complete watching this video, please read the topic which we have covered today. And for any query, just go through this video again. We'll meet next time with the texture exercise. Till that time, please stay safe, stay at home. Bye bye.